Hello and welcome to Working with Miniatures. I'm Jim and today we're going to be doing custom desert sand bases. Let's get to it. To start, I use super glue to adhere the miniature to the blank base I came with the miniatures. I also add additional glue around the edges. You can use any adhesive you prefer, I just prefer to use super glue. Using a small bit of XPS foam, I cut a corner off with the idea of having it stick out past the sand, as if it were a tip of a buried pyramid. I then adhere it to one of the bases. Once the adhesive is fully dried, I use a cheap brush to apply AK Interactive Sandy Desert across all of the base and around the miniature's feet, ensuring I get total coverage. As you can see, I keep the texture paste inside of a Ziploc bag to help prevent grit from getting everywhere while opening it. You can use PVA glue and actual sand, but I prefer texture paste as they dry solid and shed less over time. These pastes aren't dirt cheap, but they're not expensive either. Once the texture paste is dried, I look at my Army Painter palette. Light tone looks very close to the sand's color, and I like how the shading looks for it. With the chosen wash, I apply it all over the base and around the miniature's feet. Here I made the mistake of using my general painting brush where I should have used a cheap brush, as you may get grains of grit or sand stuck in the bristles. While the wash dries, I apply several light coats to the outside rim of the base. This step is optional, but I feel the miniature looks more finished by doing this. With the wash and rim now dry, I dry brush Demonic Yellow over the sandy bases. Finally, I add edge highlights to all of the highest points and sharpest ridges using moon dust. These are the finished bases. As for lessons learned, regarding the piece of pyramid-shaped XPS foam I cut, I shouldn't have covered it in texture paste, as now it looks just like a rock or something under the sand. I should have only had paste around the base of it and then painted it to make it stand out from the texture paste. The second lesson is to be sure to use a cheap brush when applying texture, and also when washing or painting over texture paste to keep grit off your good brushes. It's going to wrap it up for today. I hope you learned something or were inspired to do your own custom bases. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. And if you like the content of this video and would like to see more, please like, share, and subscribe. I'm Jim with Working with Miniatures. I'm truly grateful for your time, and I bid you a fond farewell. Till the next video.